what is up guys, I'm here hitting you up with a new Etheria Restart video today with something super special because I feel like this is something most of you people actually do not know. When it comes to speed, there are many different ways to gain the turn advantage in PvP in general, because this, what I'm telling you now, also applies for the PvE side of the game, but I think this is more for PvP purposes specifically because that changes a lot, and I believe that most of you might not even know how to properly set this up. So I thought this is now the time to talk about this. And guys, before we jump straight into the topic itself, quick thing in eigener Sache: 75% of you guys are not subscribed to the channel, so subscribe now so you do not miss out on any future videos. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about how you are potentially losing speed or missing speed, even though you could be a lot faster than you might think. We have, for this specific purpose, Freya. Freya is the unit that actually enables a lot more potential to your speedy lineups that you might think. For that reason, we have to look at her S1, specifically her Dream Guide. Now, what does the Dream Guide passive ability state? It states each time an ally gains a buff, increases the turn meter by 4%. The reason is minus level 5. If you don't have a level 5 Freya, it would be 3%. Keep that in mind. It's 3% without skill ups. Level 5, it's 4%. And each time an enemy is inflicted with a debuff, there's a 70% chance to reduce their turn meter by 4%. This effect can be triggered up to 3 times per turn. So for example, it's Freya's turn and you're going to use your S3, by the way, and the Dream of Chaos to apply the attack up. Now her Dream Guide effect triggers and boosts all your allies by either 3 or 4% turn meter, right? Now, there is also a passive way to gain extra turn meter when the battle starts, and that is by equipping a Bulwark set on your units. So what you can do is, when you use Bulwark on your units, you can now force that effect of the Freya to trigger at the beginning of the turn to boost whoever has the Bulwark on by 3% without the skill ups, 4% when level 1 is maxed. This is a huge difference. Why? Now let's say, for example, we'll look at this Doki Doki. Now this Doki Doki has a total speed, if we look at this here, at 289%. Now if she had the Bulwark set together with the Freya and you start the battle, the way the turn meter manipulation works in this game, and specifically now with Freya, it's a simple calculation actually. So we have 289 speed, and now we do that thing times 1.03. This is without skill ups on the Freya, and now your Doki turns from a 289 speed unit to a 297.67 speed unit. Decimals actually do matter in this game when it comes to speed, so keep that in mind. Now we do the exact same thing, 289 times 1.04, and you have 300 speed. As you can see, that already just having Freya's S1 at max gives us an additional roundabout 3 speed in that specific case. Now if we, for example, take this further, right, let's say you have 400 speed, right? So we jump basically 9 speed here. Now let's be like ridiculous and assume we have 400 speed, and then we do a times 1.03, 3%. Now we have 412. Now if we compare these two numbers, so instead of 9% we just got 12%, and if we do 400 times 1.04, now we have 416 speed. If we compare these two numbers, it's basically 16 versus 11. So the higher the speed value of your unit, the higher the boost actually is, which is very, very strong. Now let's assume for a second you have a unit, like most of you guys maybe have like 340 speed. Let's say you have 340 speed. Let's say 340 is your fastest set, right? You have 340 speed. But what you could do is, if you combine it with Freya, for example, if you want to do Eve Arena, now what you can do is you can actually have something slower on a Bulwark. Let's say you have instead 333 speed. Now we do that times 1.03, and now you have 342.99, so almost 343 speed. But I think in generally you get the gist of it. If you combo something with Freya and put Bulwark on it, you get actually more speed, and this allows you to maybe even outspeed your opponent. But that is not the only case, because there's something I did not even tell you. Freya is actually the fastest unit in the game. No unit in the game can outspeed a Freya. You want to know why? Let's go back to the S1. Now, I told you that the turn meter boost is a total of 4%. Now, if we go below there, it states the Dream Guide effect is doubled when Freya gains a buff or is inflicted with a debuff. So Freya is a different breed, because a Freya, for example, now, if we say she has, if we go by this example right here from the 333, right? If she has 333 speed on Bulwark, now she gets not a 4% boost, but she gets an 8% boost because the effect is doubled for her. And that puts her effectively at 359 speed. This is something, if there's someone running a defense who doesn't have Bulwark on their units, with a, like does not have a Freya on their defense, they're probably losing the speed battle against you. So just saying, with a Freya, she gets the highest speed boost in the game because her passive effect is just doubled when you put it on her. This is a quick video I wanted to share with you guys. So in case you're struggling and losing speed battles and you feel like, I'm losing so many fights. For example, you go into the EVE arena or maybe even Summit arena, right? When you battle certain defenses, let's see if there is someone. So for example, in this type of defense, here you see there's a Freya Mio combination. Wonder why is the enemy Freya, for example, always faster? Why? How can you outspeed speed devs to a certain degree if you are not well versed about it? Now, this is a reason why you're struggling, or this is the reason why you get outsped, because some people are already aware of how this effect works and utilizing that effect to their advantage to get the first turn advantage. So just letting you know, you might not have the fastest speed set, but you still might outspeed your opponents nonetheless. And yeah, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you. I think this is something very good to know in general, because I feel like a lot of people actually are not aware of that mechanic. All I'm gonna say is, if you're trying to do a speed battle, use your Freya, use a Bulwark, and you might get turn 1. And that's about it. And guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below. I really appreciate it, and see you with the next one. Deuces.